All right, and we are live. Hey, everybody, it's Jason Blaha here. I thought I would sit down and do a live for you guys and gals. Today, I'm going to chat with you a little bit about dynamic effort training because I've worked it back in. You guys saw me do speed bench today in the vlogs. I did speed squats and pulls last week. I'll be doing them again tomorrow. So I've had people say, how does this increase your maxes? And the thing that we need to keep in mind, part of it has to do with the recovery, the practice, and then we have the compensatory acceleration. So just briefly going over it, because again, it's a topic people don't grasp. When we're doing true max effort work, you really don't want to be lifting heavy more than twice a week. You really don't. So you are doing your maxes, say like for me, Monday and Tuesday, and then I'll do the speed work on Thursdays and Fridays. The idea here, you're not coming in trying to hammer yourself into the ground with multiple maxes all week long. You do it on those days. And then while you're recovering, you can do the speed work, and they don't interfere with each other. They tend to flow well with not interfering with it. So your speed work doesn't interfere then with the max work and vice versa when they're only spaced 3 or 4 days apart. So that's a big part of it. So that's a huge factor, right? Number two, they teach you to practice and set up these lifts a lot. You're practicing setting up on a bench. You're practicing walking out a squat, all these things. So you're practicing these first reps over and over and over and over. Okay. Number two, they do add hypertrophy. Most people I've noticed when they do true dynamic effort work, if they do it correctly and they do it hard, they get bigger. They gain muscle. Also, could you guys please click like as you get in here? There's only one like. There's already a bunch of you watching. Give daddy a like. Okay. Then we have to factor in, though, the compensatory acceleration. It does carry over. It teaches you to blast through the sticking points. So yes, that speed work does matter, even if it's with light weights. It says it the weird one is weird, dude, but that's okay. So quit thinking about it and go join my OnlyFans. Here's the link. All right, that being said, let's get over and talk about the dynamic work. So, yeah. But the point is the compensatory acceleration absolutely matters. So yes, the explosive training matters, right? What are you talking about? Tip top per limit? Top tip. Oh, I don't know what to tell you there, dude. So I guess I can get over to some questions. But again, you guys get the idea. Speed work works. It absolutely works. And a lot of it has to do with the flow of a week on conjugate training and recovering from the maxes and then getting extra practice in, learning to be faster, learning to get tighter. And then there is a hypertrophy component absolutely to it. You will get bigger from speed work. I've seen it many times, even on people who are on very little assistance or accessory work, who still grew from the speed work. All right, but no gains. I'm just calling it cock diesel because I like the term cock diesel. Had there not already been like a cock diesel strong shirt company, I probably would have stolen the idea and put it on shirts a long time ago. Just saying. All right, but yeah, you should make more videos about Frenchie. I'll eventually make more. Well, dude, I will tell you, yeah, nothing's going on my butt, homie. It's just the way it is. You're free to have whatever fantasies you want, though. All right, and you're free to join my OnlyFans, and you're free to get my content. You know, that's your thing. You can fantasize about whatever you want. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. So, but if you're going to post stuff like this, you better be ready to join my OnlyFans. So I need to see you sign up for my OnlyFans in the next 5 minutes, though, or I may get rid of you. How's that for a deal? What is it about the term cock diesel that you like? Because it's a hilarious term, Gaines. You don't remember that term? When I was younger, it was a common term, like, that dude's cock diesel as fuck, man. It's hilarious. Plus, it works great with me joking about the forearms, right? It works. Next 5 minutes, dude, I'm literally a fan. Yeah, but look at the stuff you're writing, man. Come on now. Did you see Eddie Hall make a SmackDown video blowing Greg Doucette? Hey, Joe, you might want to read in the context of what people are just saying here in the comments. Okay, clowning, not. Oh my God. I'm sorry. Look at the flow of the conversation already. All right. Look at the flow of the conversation that which you just wrote with your typo. That might have been a Freudian slip. Did you see Eddie Hall making a SmackDown video blowing while he smacked it down? Oh my God. Oh man. All right. On that note, his comment alone deserves some likes. No, actually, to be fair, dude, most of the dudes in the inbox have the other. It's actually absolutely not what people are writing who are obsessed. They actually have the reverse of that. Because think about it. My personality, me being a strong, muscular guy, put one and one together, come up with two. Most of them actually, who are buying content, actually have the reverse fantasy. So no, your fantasy doesn't actually make sense. Yeah, I have allergies. I always have allergies. Everybody knows I have allergies, but I was rubbing the eyes because of the comment that he made. All right. But the other thing is, dude, also my live stream is not the place for that. If you want to join my OnlyFans, join my OnlyFans, all good. But I mean, you're not going to talk. This place is not the place to talk about something like that. Like not in the middle of a live stream. Come on, dude. But yes, obviously, dude, you're going to have fantasies. Hey, Gaines, I don't need to go down the list of my full allergies, homie. All right. But Gaines, we don't need to go through the full list of my allergies. Seriously, dude. I don't know, Gaines, what are your allergies? But back to Joe's question. No, I didn't see anything with him clowning Greg Doucette. What happened? Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I obviously have allergies. You guys have seen me sneeze and stuff on cameras. And it's the kind of that time of year, springtime is coming along. But specifically, I'm allergic to certain types of grass. So yeah, I'll probably have to take a Benadryl now that I'm walking outside now doing stuff. I'll probably have to start popping a Benadryl at night. It's that time of year. It's the nature of the beast, man. But people watching, people commenting, we need more likes. Get more likes for Daddy. Come on. Click that like button. Doucette said Eddie Hall was morbidly obese and steroids and on steroids, and Eddie took exception. Okay. I mean, Eddie is technically obese. He's leaner now, but he's still kind of fluffy and he's at a high body weight and he is on steroids. I mean, it's true. Just a reality. I mean, Greg's on steroids. I mean, everybody's on steroids, dude. Come on. Why is anybody taking exception to that these days? All these guys who use gear getting all upset because people say they're on steroids. Come on. They're all on steroids. Even the ones screaming natty, all your favorite influencers, they're on gear, guys. Get over it. People need to quit being so sensitive about it. I was shocked that Eddie is 37. I thought he was in the late 40s. I didn't know he was only 37. I mean, I didn't think he was late 40s. I thought he was at least 40, though. All right. And he's 11 years younger than me. He's a kid. He's a kid. All right. These kids, man. This dude came in here with all this banter, didn't even join my OnlyFans. I haven't had a sign up in days. All right. There's a little bit of stuff still in my eye, though. But at least the likes are flowing in. All right, let's get some other topics. We had conversations, then it all died out. There's 24 of you. Come on. What's the deal? I've already made my spiel about speed work. You guys saw the vlog today, though. Yeah, I'm going to do the speed work really light, 30-second breaks, knock it out fast. I always got really good results from the light speed work, personally. I found that it worked really well. I got strong, never got beat up from it. I do get a little nauseated, though. What's some good bench press specialty bars? I don't like a lot of bars for specialty bars gains. I need topics for the drama videos. I mean, Frenchie's pretty much a dead topic. He's not doing any content. You know, you guys got to send me some stuff. What's going on? Is there something I can make drama over? If you guys want drama, help a brother out. Because otherwise I have to actually go watch YouTube fitness, and man, it's a cesspool of stupidity. More natty or not, Wilton. Honest, I mean, I can do more of them, but guys, those videos haven't gotten many views. If y'all looked at the natty or not views, they get less views than if I just simply put natural hypertrophy in the title and move on. I can make a video bashing the carnivore diet, and it does get more views than the natty or not. I thought the natty or nots would do better. Dude, I sometimes have coffee chats that get more views. People are not really digging them. Jeffrey Schoenfeld did a tiers list for science-based influencers. What does a science-based influencer even mean? I mean, how are we even defining that? I would argue a lot of your pro bodybuilders are science-based. They do literally what science says. All right. All right. Example, take your average pro bodybuilder and tell me they're not following literally the science-based recommendations. Number one, they lift weights. Right? They lift weights. Number two, they lift weights for the specific muscles that they want to grow. Okay, that's science-based. Number three, they usually get better at those lifts over time and progressively overload them, right? If they're curling with 5-pound dumbbells, they eventually go to 10s and then 20s and then 30s, okay? Number four, they usually eat high-protein diets. Number five, they use anabolic steroids and other PEDs. So pro bodybuilders literally do all the stuff that all the science says works. So therefore, the average Mr. Olympia competitor is a science-based lifter. Tomic is right. Let's get more likes for Daddy Coach. We got 9 of them. We need to get those likes up. Do you think Daniel Craig was on the sauce for the Casino Royale? Probably. Have you read the Torah? I mean, I'm familiar with it, obviously. I've never asked any of my clients if they were bipolar, now that I think about it. Wait, Coach, you have allergies? Yes, I have allergies. Marco, you need to ask a very specific question. Enough for what? I've done tons of videos about different protein intakes for different goals. Is it enough for what? You need to ask specifically. Is your whole fitness basis now pretty much staying lean and getting strong? Pretty much. Do you think protein shakes are worth it? They can be. I drink them sometimes. So, Marco, if we're trying to maximize metabolic benefits, you should double that amount. If your goal is to recomposition while protein overfeeding, you should double that. Now, the question is, are you trying to muscle mass? Are you trying to maximize muscle mass at either a small surplus or at maintenance? Is that your goal? Then the number you gave is correct. That seems to be right around ideal. But if you're trying to recomposition or maximize metabolic benefits, there's data going double or more of that showing benefits. So what specifically are we looking for? If it's to make gains, yeah, as you said, that's perfect. There you go. Larson says he fears women. What's the answer? Sack up and don't be a pussy. That's the best I can do for you, homie. Do you think Eddie Hall took significant years off his life from his strongman days? Is that really in question? Says Joe, I've discussed this before. He could have died before 40 if he had maintained where he was during his competitive peak. I agree. Very possible. That body weight, that much drug use. Yep. I mean, and is it fair to say he may have shortened his life, even if he cuts all that stuff down, even if he goes down to, 190 pounds, right? And comes off all the gear and everything, cleans his diet up 100%. Could he have shortened his life still? Very probably. And that's fair to say. Hey, coach, I see the online a lot. Is chocolate milk a good way to bulk up? No, you shouldn't be drinking junk like that. You shouldn't be consuming refined sugars. I don't promote their consumption. Those strength goals you mentioned in today's videos, will it take someone a long time to reach them if they're gaining slow body weight? Yes. But that's the idea. Those were kind of super long-term goals, right? Those are sort of goals that I'm telling guys, hey, you start training in 22, 23. Those are stuff you're wanting to hit around age 40. That's kind of the point. That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about you're going to hit them in 5 years, right? So, yeah, I mean, hopefully you should be, hopefully there by 40. Yeah, you should expect to look jacked. No, none of them have. Some of my clients have been openly supportive on social media about it. Larson, have you not seen some of the clients come up to bat with social media and defend me and literally make fun of the dudes who didn't like the pictures and other stuff? But no, I've not had any clients drop over it. I had a former client say he would pray for me. Former client who currently doesn't have the budget for coaching. Eddie Hall had multiple times where he blacked out during competitions. Yep. Why do I see people around my age with those numbers? They might have been training longer, better genetics, probably steroids. No, I don't chat with Mikey. Mikey doesn't lift anymore. I mean, I think I messaged him back and forth a few messages about a year ago, maybe 9 months. So no, we don't really chat. Is pizza and burgers restaurants, not the ones from McDonald's, considered a junk food, assuming? Yeah, pretty much. Hey, Joe, you're going to have to ask him that question. That didn't come up in our conversations of why he quit lifting. We didn't go into a detailed discussion. It was just hey, I'm doing triathletes and endurance sports now. Triathlons and endurance sports. Okay. I mean, you got a bunch of white bread in them. I don't know that that's the healthiest thing. I mean, I'm not going to sit around eating stuff like that. Do you think Mikey copied your style? No. What do you mean copied my style? I mean, the training style, I was his coach, so yes. Dress style, he wears suits and ties, and I wear cowboy boots and button-up shirts and blue jeans. So, no. Plant-based diet can be healthy if there's some animal products in it. Humming a tune, bloach. No. Get rid of you. Do you think Ronnie being a full-blown? I've done detailed discussions about his injuries. Mikey was jacked, so he stopped. He can regain it. It's called muscle memory. But, people have their goals. They do what they want to do. Not a big deal. Would you program some of Bulgarian split squats? I do sometimes. right? I definitely do sometimes. Do you have a skincare routine? Yeah, it mostly involves hydrocortisone because I have psoriasis. If two slices of Pizza Hut unhealthy, probably. Also, let's get those likes up a little bit more. Come on now, there's more you in here commenting than there are likes. Get those likes up for Daddy. Atomic, you need to be commenting to let them know. There we go. Coming along. I don't discuss those sort of political things. How many cheat days could you fit if you were gaining slowly? Depends on the person. I don't do that many cheat meals. My last one was on Christmas Day with family. I have a rackable camber bar and SSB bar. Would you recommend any other specialty bars? Depends on what you're trying to do. There's buffalo bars are a good one. That's always a good addition. It's the idea behind the Bosu ball. I never understood it ever became a thing. How would I know? It's stupid. Jason, is one meal a day bad for gaining muscle? Yeah, it's not ideal. It's definitely not ideal. Why would you only want to do one meal a day? I mean, even for fasting purposes, it's going to be uncomfortable to only do one meal a day. It doesn't make a lot of sense. It's taking something that works and let's go so extreme with it that it becomes a problem. Hey, Daw, you're going to timeout again. Daddy's putting you in timeout for back talking. You can come back tomorrow, like usual. All right. If it fits your macrocultist, say diet doesn't matter as long as you're not overweight. You example that guy who lost weight on McDonald's diet and his blood work improved, right? Yeah, their diet, their stuff is still garbage. All the data shows that antioxidant status from whole foods has no upper threshold for health benefits. So that means that 500 calories of junk they're eating, they could be replacing with fruits and vegetables or something. Jason, do you even run bands or chains on max effort lower day? Sometimes. Is it true that Keno Booty only trains with machines these days? That appears to possibly be the case. Yeah, they just want an excuse to eat junk food because they have an unhealthy relationship with garbage, addictive garbage. It really isn't food. Like, that's my point with it. People say, well, you're missing out. It's like, do you argue that you're missing out on heroin? I mean, that's the stuff they're eating is not food. It is food-like substances that has calories. It's not even food. We ever do a powerlifting meet again? Yes, almost certainly. I will just not tell you ahead of time. Hey, coach, looking extra veiny today. Well, yeah, we're doing pretty good on the veins. All right. They're not as veiny as they have been some days. It gets warmer. They'll be more and more every day. How are the forearms doing? How are we rating the forearms today on a 1 to 10? In terms of vascularity, thickness, striations, hardness, cock-like effect. Do you use lower calorie sauces for your chicken? Like 0 calorie? Yeah. Except for that little bit of salsa sometimes you'll see on my eggs. No, I put spices on chicken. I don't put sauces at all. I eat clean at home the majority of the time and save the cheats for date night and family. Exactly. Yeah. I don't ever cheat alone. I only cheat in a social setting on as far as cheat meals go. Jason, when you eat proper, you don't even get cravings for junk food unless you have a weird food issue. Yep. I went 8 months without a cheat meal last year. And people are like, how have you gotten leaner while eating so much food? Like, well, that helps. That is a factor. Can be a factor. You know? And I'm not saying once in a blue moon, but, I'm not standing around craving my treat foods and junk foods. It's not like I think about them and go, oh, man, I'd sure like to have some pizza because I know I'm going to feel like crap after I eat it. Once you're used to eating clean, junk food tends to make you feel terrible when you eat it, right? Jason, are you 9% body fat? No, obviously not. Obviously not. Also, we haven't got a like in it, but get those likes up for Daddy a little bit, right? Yes, noodles, but I can already see where this sort of stuff is going. I don't know, Jay. What do you think my body fat's at? I guess it depends on how much you've seen it being fully before coffee or not. People on my OnlyFans have seen a lot more, obviously. Um, that's a strange way to start a conversation. You just wrote, "Can you take it?" Can I take what? 14 to 17? I hope I'm not 17. If I'm 17% body fat, I've lost a lot of muscle since that last DEXA scan. All right. Yeah. Yeah. I am bigger and stronger now than when I had that DEXA scan. So I'm going to say, since I'm a pretty similar body weight, I'm 2 pounds heavier than the last DEXA. I've probably got to be under 17. All right. Blue shirt. Yeah, this is the blue one. Yep, we got the blue shirt on today. Yeah, one more training day this week. We're going to have dynamic effort squat and deadlift tomorrow. Exciting stuff. No, I really don't want to get. No. No, we don't need to look like mustard. How does the game change when you get older? It's just recovery that changes. How old are you now, Jay? How are you liking conjugate? I always thought it was the best way to train. I always enjoy it. No, I bought them. I bought them. I bought like 5 of them. Gen Z can't talk to women. Yeah, they can. A small percentage can. So they're just going to father all the children, and the other dudes will raise them. The 20% of guys who talk to women will get all the girls. And that's just how it's going to work, I guess. This is the first generation to have this problem. All right. 35, I had to be more mindful warming up. Tendons and joints are going to be different. Recovery is going to be different. Your need for sleep is going to be different. Jason, you use a black pill? No. In fact, Larson, my advice to you, run from all the black pill stuff. It's only going to ruin your life. Run from any black pill ideology. Anyone who calls themselves black pill, cut them out of your life. Block them. Get rid of them. I'm 36 and I really don't feel much different compared to when I was in my 20s, but I'm extremely cautious about not getting injured. Yeah, it's not much different at 36. Once you get into the 40s is when I started to really notice. If you can talk to women in 2025, you have to actively, yeah, Joe's right. Like that's the main skill you need because so many guys from that generation don't know how to talk to girls that any guy who does has an automatic advantage. Like he's got an advantage over the guy with money. He's got an advantage over the guy with a great face. He's got the edge because those guys are, if they're scared to talk to women, none of that matters. None of it matters. So the guy who can talk to women smoothly, he's got like 3 tiers on them automatically. Hey, Jay, I know exactly what the black pill is. And that's why I said anyone who's a self-admitted black pill, block them and cut them out of your life. Just get rid of them. They will drag you down into their garbage depression with them. Do you think a 345 bench is impressive? I think it's pretty good, yeah. Ever try heavy club or mace swing training? No, I've never got around to it. I agree, Jason. Yeah, black pill equals it. No, I've known chicks who are black pill. I've known a girl, a woman who classified herself as black pill. Hey, Samuel, do you really want to know? Do we need to tell you about a conspiracy level of ideology it will make you want to commit suicide? Like, do you really want to go down this road and know all about it? Like, is this really and truly what you want us to explain to you? Cliff note, Samuel, it's a belief that because there's so much conspiracy stuff and all the global elites are going to win and depopulate everyone and poison everyone with everything, that there's no hope for the future. Humanity is doomed. And so there's no point in even trying, just give up. How's that for the cliff notes of the black pill ideology? Anybody? We did it in 10 seconds. Maybe you should just die. Don't even bother to leave your house anymore. That is black pill ideology. Since the global elites are winning and the Illuminati's pretty much won and humanity's doomed, just give up on life, everything. Also called doomers. No, that's the red pill guys, Marco, still. The black pill are basically extreme conspiracy theorists. It is strange if I squat and deadlift maxers are very close. It could be strange. Jay, yeah, your comment about guys talking to women is accurate. That stuff seems to be really gone downhill post-COVID lockdown. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, a black pill is basically nihilism. Shoulder lumbar herniated disc client or a belt. What? Yeah, they definitely need a belt. Do you even listen to inspirational? Definitely happens. Chicks that are too good, too fussy, chasing after guys out of their league. Not really. Women can always find a man. Yeah, that whole idea is nonsense. That's a red pill myth. These red pillars. Well, when she's had been run through so many times and she's done so much porn, no guy's going to want her. Yeah, not even true. I guarantee you, every chick who's done 500 porns on camera, there's 17 guys waiting to hand her a ring right now. There's always a guy out there who would screw even a 2 out of 10. Yeah, there is no such thing as a woman who can't find a man. They just have to lower their standards of hair. There's no such thing. There's a man willing to marry pretty much every woman on earth. Right? So no, I don't believe that. I knew a guy that was a real world 6 out of 10 who would fool around with uggos when the opportunity was there. I mean, hey Jay, come on, we've all done it. Any dudes who come say they never have, they don't have a high sex drive. I mean, we've all been in those situations to where you're just like, had a few drinks. I've had a few drinks. I think I can put some earplugs in so I don't hear the pig squeals. Oh, Lord. My best bro tells a story about this one time when we were in College Station. And I was still drinking, and we went out to drink, and we were drinking Long Island iced teas because there was a special on them that night at this place called the Library. It was a bar. And it was like almost closing time, and I'm checking this girl out in the corner, and I'm trying to come over. I'm like, oh, man, it's almost closing. She's sitting over looking good, looking at me. And I'd had about 5 or 6 Long Island iced teas. And he grabs me. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? He goes, no. He goes, trust me, bro, I'm saving you from an STD. Let's get out of here. I'm like, no, dude, she's looking good. He's like, no, she's not. And the way he describes it later, he goes, really, it was in my own self-interest. He goes, because not only did I save him from catching some horrible diseases, I was staying in his apartment that night, and I didn't want to hear the pig squeals all night and have to put a pillow over my head. So he goes, really, I was being selfish too. So he tells this story. Oftentimes, he's like, yeah, Jason had a few too many Long Island iced teas. From my experience, there are some girls who are super insecure and won't date a man who is better looking than them. Maybe. Yes, he has told this story 15 times. Like 15 times. And she was looking, I thought she looked pretty good. He still insists that one, he goes, she was hiding in the dark corner really well. He goes, and two, you were really, really drunk. He's like, I know you had at least 6 Long Island iced teas. But I don't remember her looking the way he describes it. Shallow how months ago. What actually is a 2 out of 10, like obese or terrible face or almost, I don't know, man. I don't want to run away from it. What percentage of women you've been with are 9 out of 10s or 10 out of 10s? Percentage? Bro, we're getting into counting now. Percentage? First, that means I got to figure out my body count, which I don't know. And then I got to figure out who's a 9 and a 10 and try to do some math. I don't know, dude. I mean, for most of us, that's going to be pretty low. Do you think girls prefer guys with jack bodies over dad bods? I think generally, yeah. Older women like you a little thicker. They're not necessarily into the cuts because they like just a beefier guy. But they also don't necessarily like you fat. They'd like to see a little bit of outline ab. Jason, were you the cool kid in high school or did you hang with the gym nerds? The gym nerds. What does the gym nerds even mean? I don't know that demographic, man. Depends on what high school. I was pretty popular at one high school, but then we moved states in the middle of me in high school still. And I had to meet new people. So I didn't have time to really get popular. In my last year of school. Life is short to waste on. Maybe. Would you describe as a very obese woman? I don't know. Perfect 10s are absurdly rare. Right. I mean, perfect 10s are going to be 1% of the population. Some guys have no standards. True. And those standards get impacted by a number of factors. Number one, how long it's been since you've been laid. Number two, your overall sex drive. Number three, how much alcohol you've consumed. Those can all be factors. They can drive those standards pretty dang low, right? I'll go out on a limb and say that for the majority of guys, if they haven't had sex in a year, 4-year, 12-month dry spell, and they've had 3 or 4 drinks, you know what I'm saying? Those standards are going to get real low real fast. For the majority, I'm not saying there aren't exceptions. Yeah, Joe's right, precipitously. Yeah. So for me, that's usually about the 6-week mark on a dry spell. Hey, witch doctor, could you be very specific? I know multiple Richards. How long would dry spell take for you to hit VG's ex-wife? Man, I don't know how to calculate that. Completely sober, like there's no alcohol involved. Like completely in my current sober state. How long of a dry spell before I'd be like, you know what? I'm going to say somewhere between 10 and 12 months probably would be, yeah. Completely sober, yeah, maybe that 10 to 12 month mark. If that's how far of a dry spell, I would have to be, I can turn the lights off. Is this fitness influencer lying about his training out of the norm? He bench press every day, eats 1 meal a day, and his max 355 bench 225 to 6'5", and he says he's not easy. Like, what? 1 meal a day? I'm going to say 1 meal a day at 225 while working out every day. He's lying. T-Carp, 3 out of 10 easy at that point, right? If she has, I've been with girls who had low back tattoos. Jason, a lot of guys will go for a slump buster, ugly girl, because they think it's easy. Completely. I thought you were about to say 10 to 12 years. No, 10 to 12. I mean, dude, a year is a long time. Come on, dude. A year dry spell? Wow. I don't even know if I'd make it that long, actually. That's a long time. I probably don't see myself really getting a tattoo. Is masturbation good for health? Yeah. You shouldn't be, dude, that semen retention thing is completely stupid, guys. Also get those likes up for daddy. Come on now. You try to smash. No, I usually don't, Joe. I'd see if they are interested. Because if I'm going to date a girl, I'm interested in her. We had this conversation this morning. You don't need to date for sex. Right? You date because you want to spend some time with someone, or you want to get to know them or look at possible relationship material. I mean, I date friends of mine. I date girls I already know. I'm friends with, and we're all single. You know, we go out and eat and chill and have fun. So, no, I mean, because your goal of a date is not necessarily to get laid. You can, if you're just trying to get laid, you don't have to date for that, guys. You just got to hang out with girls who like to have sex, lots of casual sex. There's plenty of them. They're like 10, 20% of the population, right? You might be guy number 47, but it's not going to be a problem. So, you know, again, you don't have to date anybody to have sex. So that shouldn't be your goal of the date. I'm not saying you should turn it down if it's available, of course. But again, you're usually dating, have a good time, spend some time with a lady, get to know them, see if they're relationship material for you. That's why you date. That's the whole purpose, right? I thought everyone understands this. His name, Sana King Fit. Yeah, he might be a lion. Having sex with girls you don't connect with. Well, it is, yeah. I'm not saying that it's the most spiritually evolved thing to do, RPK, but I'm saying for the guys who are talking about just getting laid, I had a lot of that in the other chat this morning. You don't date you don't date for sex. You date because you're interested in them, right? Or you just want to have a good night. You're getting to know them better, or if you already know them, you're just having fun. I mean, I've taken girls out to dinner and gone on dates that I've known 20 years already, and we're all single. Not a big deal. I think that's a problem for a lot of these guys too. I caught that in the chat. So over here thinking, I need to be out trying. If you're trying to have sex, you're going to cut your odds down, right? Desperation, when you're in the company of a woman, is not a good trait. Like, it's not going to turn them on. It's not what they want. You got to go with the flow. Yeah, girls can sniff that out. So you got to go with the flow with those things. Right? And if it happens, it happens. And if it doesn't, it's not a big deal. Just like, remember, we had the guy in here, for those who were in the coffee chat, who had said those things. He's like, well, I don't want to take a girl out for dinner. If it's not a sure thing, then I'm going to get some. And I'm just like, yeah, dude, you're not getting very much. He's like, okay, you're right. I'm like, exactly. If it's a sure thing. It's like, dude, girls aren't vending machines. Right? They're not vending machines to where you pop nice guy tokens in, pay for dinner or whatever it happens to be, doing favors, and pussy just pops out at a certain price. That's not how it works. No, I think dating apps are the worst way. For guys, dating apps are a losing scenario. Why are you on a dating app? They're a sausage fest. There's more girls. There's less girls than guys. So you're just competing with a bunch of other guys for their DMs. And no, you're outnumbered 3-1. Also, these guys value quantity over quality a bit. No, go meet girls. Meet girls with common interests, similar interests, through your social networks, right? I've dated lots of girls that I met through already existing circles of friends. I would say for me personally, at least 50% of girls I've ever dated, I met through friends already. Whether they were long distance or close, obviously the overwhelming majority being close distance. That's been most of my relationships. I've had 3 long distance in my life. The majority have been girls I knew local. But I mean, through your social networks. What's that? Through social networks, about half. Yeah. You know. So yeah, I mean, that's a great way to meet people because then they're vetted. For guys, that's also an end because when you're dealing with your social networks, they can already vouch for you. You're a safe dude, right? If other girls they know are introducing y'all and then they're like, hey, he's a good guy, whatever, 12 years, 15 years. So you'll know you can't get a free sample. Nope. No free samples. Unless you want a censored sample. Here you go. There's a censored sample. You have to pay for the uncensored. But that's just on there. So you got a freebie. There you go, because you got to be a paid member to even get to see that. But yes, Ruger, around half the girls I've dated, I met through friends. And one of my long distance ones I met through friends, actually. I met through Alan Aragon. So, you didn't see anything. It's all censored, dude. But that's what I look like in the morning before I have coffee. So you guys see me once I've had a full pot of coffee. I'm still fasted, but my stomach's going to be more bloated. That's what Coach looks like first thing in the morning. And yes, I have videos up, so it's not just pictures. No, it's my first proper company. Thanks for the free. Yeah, so Serial, you can go join it. Here you go, man. Are you full natty bra? Full natty bra. Full natty bra. Yeah, that's been the interesting thing. You got haters who are like, Coach rent you doesn't buy a house, he rents a house. So it's like, okay, I'll go use an OnlyFans and spend that money on a down payment on the house, whatever. Oh, then they get upset. And they're like, you got a small dick. We heard one of your exes. We faked a screenshot saying you got a small dick. Then I started OnlyFans. Oh, you're photoshopping your dick in those pictures. Then I put up videos. And then they're like, well, you're using a pump to pump it way up a bunch before the videos. Like, that's a hater, guys. That's a hater. Maybe these dudes who hate me need to just accept they have a small dick and they're weak. And quit projecting their loser nonsense onto me. I'm strong. I'm jacked. I lift heavy weights. I have a big dick. Get over it. Hey, are you cheating? I'm cool with that, man. Then let's talk lat development. Weighted pull-ups, rows, deadlifts. We'll build your back. Is it normal for a bicep curl more than my deadlift? No, it's impossible. It's never been done. It's impossible. There's no way you can curl whatever you can deadlift. All right, next. Maybe a paraplegic. Isn't OnlyFans a sin? No. Let he who is without sin cast the first stone. It's called making money. It's called running a business. I'm cashing in on everything I can on my name. Monetize everything. Because I'm not shy anyways, and people are going to jerk off to my videos anyways. I might as well get paid for it. What's your favorite curl variation? I don't have a favorite curl variation, but do a bunch of them. Just curl, curl, curl. Incline curls. After I gave that whole little spiel. Incline curls. How's that? I'm technically Christian. I'm not a very good Christian, but I'm a Christian. My faith wanes frequently. I think your Muslim fans and clients will be offended. No, I talked to one of them about it in a call the other day. He was laughing about it. He's like, "So what's up with your OnlyFans, bro?" And I told him it was up, and he laughed. He says, "I guess make your money, man." And he thought it was funny. And then we got his programming ready for Ramadan so that he can make it through without having problems and losing muscle this time. No, Jay, I actually always have a couple of Muslim clients at any given time. But here's the thing. They're not all fanatics. They don't all stand around worrying about what I'm doing with that. Lo and behold, most of them are just trying to live their lives like everybody else. Coach, you think that at 5'9", I'm too tall for the 74 kilo class? I should be looking probably for powerlifting. Yeah, you're a little tall for the 74, homie. A little bit. I don't remember the exact day Ramadan began. I would have to go back and check the notes for my clients. We're already in it, though. We're a couple weeks in. Right? Client Saif still around? He's on my friends list. He's not currently a client, just budget issues. Not everyone can afford coaching all the time, but he's still on my friends list. He still comments on my social media. He was actually supportive of the OnlyFans. He's like, "Yeah, do your thing, coach. All good." Yeah. And that's the thing with it, with the OnlyFans. You know what? I had a friend of mine, a really good friend of mine, who's a chick, known me a long time. We never got together. We dated casually before, but she was saying, we were chatting the other day, and she said, she goes, "Look, here's how you should look at the OnlyFans thing too." She goes, even with women, she's like, any woman who's not supportive of you having done the OnlyFans probably isn't the right girl for you. That was even her take. Would you convert if you had I don't see that likely to happen. Still make the juniors for one more year though, but after that'll be gunning for the 83. Yeah, you're young then, so just keep building lean mass. So yeah, you're young enough still that makes sense while you're in the 74. So start working up that next weight class up. Would be a good idea. Just start accumulating muscle tissue. Start stacking muscle. So I'm assuming you're about 22 now. Yeah. While I appreciate your offer, Serial, I'm definitely not interested in converting. However, I do respect your right to follow your religion, and I do respect the fact that you are required or expected to, by your beliefs, to try to convert other people. So I'm going to be respectful to that fact, right? Because I know that you're supposed to do that, and I'll acknowledge that you are following the tenets of your religion, and so doing that. Fair? So by you actively doing that, you are behaving the way a Muslim is supposed to behave. Thoughts on the rise of anti-Semitism? That's a whole crazy topic too. Dean says, let's go. I may not be in here much longer, Dean, but I'm in here for a bit. Cool. Ted sending me stuff from his bench day. Oh, he got a bench PR, a rep PR. Good stuff. Had an interesting chat with Luke Lehman from Muscle Nerds earlier. We were joking about veganism and TRT. Because he saw my veganism post, the same one I put up on here, I put on Facebook. And he linked his stuff on there. And then he messaged me. He's like, dude, you need to see this vegan argument going on. Because he said in the thing, he said, like, I'm not going to be hard on vegans. I understand that you have a belief, not trying to attack your belief. And he goes, but if you're trying to say that a vegan diet is healthy, he says, I'll agree if you add meat to it. It's like, boom, it was great. He started a giant fight. There's a great halal chicken place near the Muslims now. Now, that's a good point. I've actually had, you guys know the what's it called, halal guys? I've had some of their food catered before at a thing, and it was actually really good. No, dude, no, it was really, really good. I mean, they had the chicken, the lamb, even the goat. They had this like really spicy goat and like rice. I'm not gonna lie, it was good. It was good actually. So just an FYI. Do you think log press a waste of money? Should I buy it? It's up to you, man. Do you want it or not? Do you think you'll need it? Do you think you'll enjoy it and utilize it? Then it's not a waste of money. No, dude, Texas food's pretty dang good. But Serial, I will give you that I did have the halal guys, and they were a bunch of us delivered for a small thing like catered. And the chicken, the lamb, and the goat were all good. They were all really good. Like, not gonna lie. I can't take that away from it and say it wasn't, because then I'd be lying. So I've already eaten all my food. I'm not having any more food today. Water. Turkish food's pretty good too, yeah. It's actually solid. All right. But we're at about an hour in, so it's about that time, guys. It's 7:30 here. Man, it's getting later. I got up earlier this morning than usual too. So I think it's time to wind it down. I got a few more shorts I need to upload, shorts and reels. So I hope it's been informative. I'll talk to you guys and gals next time.